Hey everybody, this is Jim, and I want to give you a short presentation that will explain the 3 case studies that we're doing this term: the practice case study, the midterm case study, and the finals case study. This will be an overview, and I will provide additional information and repeat it again at the time of the midterm and also the final. So the case studies are built off of the objectives in the syllabus. Namely, we want you to create some novel ways of using this abstract leadership theory in real-world situations. So you're going to assess a situation within a case study and make some decisions about what theoretically based leadership skills and behaviors are most likely effective. You will evaluate what's going on and then recommend some training and development. So let's take a look at the 3. The first one is a practice case study, which you'll work on both individually and as a group, and you'll be doing it at the end of next week in the Authentic Leadership unit, and it will replace the reflection for that week. So pulling the practice case study up, the practice case study, you're going to read the case study in the Nordhaus text, and then you have some questions to individually answer. And then there is a video clip to watch, and I will load this up here so you can see there is a video clip to watch. And then after you watch that video clip, then your group has 6 questions to answer that allow you, based upon the theory of authentic leadership, to evaluate and recommend some training and development. So in this case, you're being given the case study and you're given the leadership theory to use. We're going to use authentic leadership. So to work on these questions as a group, you can meet online at Zoom, or you can create a Google Doc where you each fill in your information, and then you'll need to edit your final answers to the questions. So that is the practice case study. So now let's go to the midterm case study. The midterm case study is due 2 weeks later. You will have nothing else due that week except the midterm case study, so you can work on it together, though you might not want to leave all of it to that week, but most of it. Now, in the midterm case study, you are given the case study and the organization, but you are not given, and this is all the background information that you can read on the case study, it's right on Canvas, but you are not given the leadership theory. You will choose that. And your objective as a small group is to critically evaluate the case and assess leadership theories that apply, and then pick one of those theories that you want to use to evaluate this case, and then formulate a theoretically based training and development solution. So as you assess the situation and evaluate what's needed, then your group will draft a 3 to 5 page paper where you explain which leadership theories elucidate the issues in the case and why, and then formulate a diagram to pictorially document your analysis in number 1 and provide an explanation. And then you'll provide a solution as if your small group you're going to function as a group of leadership consultants and take what you've learned as you evaluate it and assess it from the leadership theory and figure out, okay, what assessments would I use, and then to collect the data, and then how will that data be used to develop a training and development solution? What activities would be in your solution? You want to describe those in detail. And what would be the intended outcomes for this training and development program? And how will the program be evaluated for effectiveness? So again, you have the case study. You can read through it, see some of the problems, some of the difficulties, And then you're going to pick which leadership theory you think elucidates this issue and what measuring tool you'll use to collect data, and then based on that data, make a training and development program recommendation. So you'll want to divide this assignment up among your group as to which each part will do. Someone may do the diagram, others may work on the solution, someone else may edit the final 3 to 5 page paper, but you only do one paper as a group. So that is the midterm case study. Now let's go to the final case study. And again, closer to the midterm and again at the final, I'll repeat this information. But the final case study, what is unique about this case study is you're going to pick the organization and the leadership theory and then do the evaluation. So you're going to want to pick a campus organization that you are involved in, or a workplace, or someone in your small group, and hopefully maybe a couple, but at least one. Collectively there, you'll have some intimate understanding of the organization that you've chosen. You're going to want to know this case and be able to get to know it. So you're not analyzing a Fortune 500 company that your organization won't have clear and easy access to, but one that you will have access to. So whether, even if it's online or through phone calls, but you'll identify the organization. You'll do some surveys, interviews, and observations about that organization to kind of critically evaluate what are the salient leadership issues. And then you're going to choose leadership theories that apply to those issues that your group has identified. And you're going to pick the leadership theories that you think will help explain what's going on and will help them. Then you're going to administer some assessments, that may be the servant leadership questionnaire or the path goal leadership questionnaire associated with those theories. And then based upon the data, you're going to make a training and development a solution, a recommendation of how you can help this organization. Then you'll write one 5 to 7 page paper that describes the case in detail, the mission of the organization, the structure of the company, what is going on, and discuss the leadership issues that emerged when you did your surveys and interviews and observations. You're going to explain which leadership theory you're using and why, with a diagram like you did before in your midterm. And then you're going to provide a solution. Again, your small group is going to function as a group of leadership consultants. And based upon what you've observed and your interviews, and then the leadership theory you've chosen with the assessment tool, and now you're giving them that assessment tool which collects some data and helps you evaluate what's going on, you're going to devise a training and development solution, including the activities, the outcomes, and how you will evaluate it. So again, it all is explained here in your on Canvas in the final case study, exactly what needs to be in there as far as the appendix and the assessments and the interviews and your documentation. So, and there's a rubric here you can open up that explains everything you need. So for the final case study, I'm going to ask, by the time you complete the midterm case study, I'm going to be asking that your group will have picked your organization that you're going to do, so that you can get started on that before the final week. There will be nothing else due in those final 5 days so that you can complete this final case study, but you're not going to want to wait till the end. You're going to want to pick your organization and begin to work on it in the last couple of weeks, and then the majority of it will be completed in the final week. So again, if you have questions, please email me or text me or TA Heather, and we will explain this again as we get closer to midterm week and then the finals week. So, okay, thank you.